In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a free website with Google Sites. So first of all, open up a web browser of your choice and simply search for sites.google.com. On the official website, first of all, you will have to sign up by using your Google account. Once you sign up, you will see an interface like this. So first of all, what exactly is Google Sites? It is a free website builder from Google. It is very simple to use and has its unique features. Normally, creating a website can be a tricky objective. The HTML coding, protocols, rules are not everyone's cup of tea, but in Google Sites, no coding is required. You can create a small business site or even a personal project based site for totally free. Now, without wasting any further time, on the main interface, you will see a number of ways through which you can create a website. You can either use a blank site or use templates to create your website or your portfolio. The templates include family update, portfolio, event, help center, projects, and many more. You can use these templates if you want an inspiration or simply if you want to have a easier time building your website. But if you are not sure whether you can create a website from scratch or not, then templates are the best for you. Otherwise, starting from blank is actually not hard thanks to the tools integrated into Google Sites. So, as for this video, we will use a blank site to create a website. So, let's simply click on blank site. Once you click on blank site, you will be redirected to such an interface. So on this section, you will see a bunch of options. Right in the middle is your live preview of your website along with the editor. On the right side is the function section. In your function section, you will be able to see the insert option, the pages option, and the themes. So first of all, let's start by working on our title page. The title page is this small header type section in which you will be able to enter your page title. So you will have to start by entering your site name. You very simply have to come to the top left side of your screen, then remove the untitled side by using your keyboard and enter the name of your website that you have chosen. So as for this video, I will simply type in my channel's name. Once you're done with your document's name, you very simply have to press enter, and now as you guys can see that the changes we have made have automatically saved in Drive and our name is also added onto our logo page. Now let's work on our main screen. So first of all, you will have to remove this text from this text bar and simply write something like, for example, I will write welcome to my website. Once you're done, you can now simply select your text, then do changes within it. Like for example, you can change the font size and the font of this text. So as for this video and for this website, I will select the font that is called Impact. You very simply have to select it, and as you guys can see, the font of my title has now changed. Furthermore, if you again select it all, you can also bold your text, convert it into an Italian form, and even underline it. Additionally, you can also change the alignment, like for example, right now it is in the middle, but if you want, you can align it to the left side or the right side as well. But for now, I will simply align it to the left side. Once you're done with the text, now we will move on how to customize this background image. So if you already have an image that you have saved in your system or in your drive, then you can use that picture over here as well. So to do that, you very simply have to click on image, then click on upload. Once you click on upload, you will be redirected to your system's file. On your system's file, you can very easily select whatever picture you want to use over here. But as for now, I won't be using any picture, so I will click on reset. So to change the style of your title, what you will have to do is to come to the theme section. In your theme section, you can scroll down and will be able to see bunch of different kinds of presets that you can use in your title. So for example, I will recommend you to use this last one as it is very professional and gives a decent vibe. Once you're satisfied with your cover page design, now allow me to guide you how to create a button that can link your website to another page of yours. So first of all, what you will have to do is that you will have to create a button that can perform its task. So click on the pages option and simply click on the plus icon. Once you click on the plus icon, you will have to give a name to your page. So as for this video, I will simply give this page a name that is about me. Once you're done with your name, what you will have to do is to simply click on done. If someone will click on this, they will be able to see a page about me. This page that is open in front of me right now is the about me section. This page is totally different from your home section. So you can customize this by using the same methods through which you will customize your main screen of your website. So back to the home section and on your website. Now if you want to add your page link onto your website apart from this button, what you will have to do is to click on insert. In insert section, you have to scroll down and click on button. Once you click on button, you have to first of all give it a name. Like for example, the button that I created was named about me. Then you have to click on link and the link will automatically appear right over here. Click on it and click on insert. Once you click on insert, as you guys can see, the about me link has appeared automatically. So if someone was to click on this, they will be redirected to this about me page as well. Now let's move on to adding subpages and content on our website. So as for content, you can use YouTube videos, insert boxes and use all kinds of content that you can add in your website. So first of all, come to the insert section, then select a content block. So for example, I wish to use the first block. Once you click on it, that block will appear on your website. You can very easily drag it around as much as you want. Now, as for the heading, I will simply write an introduction about myself. Once you're done with the title, you can now click on this bar and will be able to add subheadings and the text that you wish to add in your introduction. Once you're done with the text, you now have to again select it and change the font as much as you want. So as for the font, I will again click on impact as I have already used this, so it makes sense that I should use it again to not overdo my website. Additionally, you can also change the font size as much as you want. So let's change the font of my title as well. Now you can also add a picture on the introduction section. So I will simply click on the plus icon, then click on upload. Once I click on upload, it will again redirect me into my system files. From my files, I will simply select a picture of myself and paste it over here. Personally thinking, I would say that the about me button makes more sense if we were to place it over here. Now as you guys can see that the title page of my website and an introduction page is completely ready. So moving on from the introduction, you can add all kinds of content blocks on your website. So for example, I wish to use a dual picture block with text as well. According to your website's need, you can add as much content and as much text as you want. One cool thing that you can add on your website is a literal YouTube video. So to do that, come to the insert section and scroll down. Once you scroll down, you will see an option that says YouTube. So you very simply have to click on it. Now from here, you can very simply search any kind of video on YouTube and publish that video on your website. So as for this website, I will simply select a video that I posted myself, then click on insert. Once you click on insert, that video will be added into your website. Apart from the video, what you can also do to make it more presentable is by double clicking on a blank space until this menu appears. From this menu, you can add stuff from your drive, embed all sorts of things, add images or upload anything that you want. In the middle is the option of text. So I will simply click on it and then add a text that describes that the responder can view this video to check my capabilities. I'm only doing this for an example, and you can create whatever you want in your website. So let me just add the text real quick. So as you guys can see, I have successfully added a text. Then I simply selected all of the text and clicked on the underline option to underline the entirety of my text. After that, what I did was to click on the text color and simply change the color according to the YouTube logo, as it will make the text more presentable. So suppose you are a teacher or you wish to show your availability on your website. So for that, you can very simply click on the calendar option and insert a calendar in your website. So I will simply click on this and click on insert, and by doing this I will be able to add a calendar very simply on my website. So once your website or your portfolio is all set up, what you obviously need is a way through which people may reach you. So to do that, you very simply have to open another web browser and search for documents.google.com. On this website, what you will have to do is to click on the contact information option. Once you click on it, you will have to create a contact information chart that describes your personal information and your phone number, email as well. Because if a responder wants to communicate with you after seeing your website, they obviously need a way to do that. So you very simply have to create your contact information from Google Documents, then click on publish, which is present over here. Once you click on publish, it will go live and the option to copy the link will appear right over here. You very simply have to click on this option and click on copy. Once you click on copy, you have to go back to your main website. On the insert section, you will see an option that says forms. So you very simply have to click on it and your contact information form will automatically appear over here. You very simply have to click on it and click on insert. Once you click on insert, that contact information form will automatically appear on your website. Using this contact information, people can now easily contact you. All the messages that you will receive from your responder are totally safe and secure, so you don't have to worry about them. If you want to know from where you can view the messages that you receive, you very simply have to come back to the Google Forms. Over here, you will see an option that says responses. You very simply have to click on responses and you will be able to see all of the responses that you have received against your contact information. Now back to our website, let's now add the last and finishing touches to it. You have to click on this setting icon which is present right over here. Once you click on it, you will see an option that says navigation. In navigation, there are two types of modes. First is the top mode, second is the side mode. The side mode favors mobile users while the top mode favors computer users. You can select whatever you want from here. Lastly, and the most important thing is to add a footer on your website. So to do that, you very simply have to scroll to the bottom side of your website and you will see an option that says add footer. So you have to click on it. Now over here, you can very simply add your copyright text, emails and whatever you want to add over here. Once you're done, you can obviously change its font size and the font as well. So once you think that your website is ready, you very simply have to click on publish, which is present right over here. Once you click on publish, you will now have to give a domain to your website. So you can very simply give a website address, like for example, my website was named as howtoquick. So I can simply write howtoquick.com, or if you already have a domain, you can very simply click on the use my existing domain and link your domain to your Google website. Once you're done, you very simply have to click on publish. Once you click on publish, your website will go live and you will be able to receive information and contacts from responders. So everyone, that's how you can create a website on Google Sites for totally free. That's pretty much all for today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel for more informative videos in the future. Until then, stay safe.